Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today is part 2 of my 2021 holiday gift guide. If you haven't checked out part 1, I will link it in the description box below. Do that because that video is actually referencing items that are going to support your little one's fine and gross motor skills, whereas today's gift guide recommendations are going to be items that are supporting your little one's language, cognitive, and social emotional skills. All right, friends, let's dive into it. Before we dive into these items, I just want to let you know that everything I mention will be listed in the description box below. Makes it super easy for you. Just click the link and you should also see similar recommendations for items that are in line with the things that I'm recommending. So the first products I want to share with you all are books, customizable books by Wonderbly. And actually, this video is sponsored by Wonderbly. But what's really cool about this brand, we actually had these customizable books made for Kai. His aunt actually gave Kai one of their books for his first birthday. And it was such a treasure. It was so much fun. He got to see a little boy in a book that looked like him, and then this little boy goes through an adventure to find the letters of his name, and it's just a really sweet book. So they reached out and they were like, hey, have you checked out our other books? I hadn't. So I created some customizable books that feature Kai and Naya together, and then Naya has her own The Little Girl Who Lost Her Name book, which was the first book that Kai got. So these are just really high quality books. Like I upgraded you can do like your standard pages, but these pages are premium, which means they're a bit thicker. So it makes it harder for your little one to rip, and they lie flat. So it's really great. And Kai and Naya will have an awesome time reading this together. This is kind of like a Where's Waldo edition, but for Kai and Naya. And I just thought, this is so great. It is a keepsake. And of course, with a book like this, anything similar to Where's Waldo or I Spy, you're using your visual motor skills. So your little one's learning to scan across the page. If you have a baby or a 1-year-old, obviously this is going to be a bit advanced for them, but Kai will enjoy doing this with Naya as he has developed his scanning skills. So he'll get to search for both of them, and Naya will learn by watching Kai. All right, so next on my list is this adorable Magnolia Kitchen set for your little ones. So although many of us can't afford to have Chip or Joanne come out and redo our home, we can start acquiring really cute pieces from their line for our little ones. So I just love this kitchen. It's well made. I've seen their items with some of my friends who have little girls, older little girls, and kiddos that are playing with their sets, and it's just really well made. It's aesthetically pleasing. This is a theme for all the products that I'm recommending this year. It's going to look great in your home, and it's really fostering that social play, right? You get to join your little one to cook items in their kitchen. They get to serve you, and it helps strengthen language skills because, again, you're communicating about what you're doing. You're pulling the oven open, or you're shutting it, or you're putting a pot on the stove. So this is a set that will grow with your little one, and again, it looks good in your home. So I added that to the list. Next on the list is this really cute sensory table. This is something that Kai actually never got when he was younger, but I think it's a really great tool for little ones. So they're able to explore different textures, and it keeps everything in a neat space. So that way you don't have like the textured sand or rice or beans all over your home. So it features 2 separate compartments, so you can have 2 different items or 2 different sensory bins for your little one to explore. So if you're playing with your little one, it's a great way to foster language development, because if you have a sand-based sensory bin or a rice-based sensory bin, you can talk about the different textures. You can describe them as soft or rough or gritty. And then when you're placing items inside of that sensory bin, it's great. Oh, I found a blue dinosaur, or look at this red ball. So again, sensory tables are wonderful because they grow with your little one. You can add water. It's endless fun. And again, it keeps everything neat, confined, and you can leave it outside if the weather permits, or maybe store it in your garage. So that way they have their own space to make a fun-filled mess. All right, friends, last but certainly not least is this adorable wooden set. It's a music table, so Be the Band music table sold at Crate and Barrel, and it's so cute. It's a fun way to introduce music. Again, aesthetically pleasing. I like that everything is just together, right? So you've got like your cymbals and you've got your maracas and you have this really cute and innovative little drum set. And it even appears as though they have like a mini xylophone on the table. So all of the musical instruments are in one space. You're not going to have one thing over here, one thing over there. It's just like, here's the band. You get to play all the instruments. It's a great way to introduce musical instruments to your little one. And again, you can talk about the item. So it's promoting language development, maybe even singing and cognition, right? And coordination. We're shaking, we're hitting with the sticks and the drums. So I just really adored this, and it's beautiful. It's well made. It's a little on the pricey side, but if you want to go big, and maybe this is something that even your kids can enjoy together, if you have kids that are close in age, I think it's really fun to do a dual gift. That's actually something that we are doing this year with a bigger musical instrument. So I really wanted to share 5 unique pieces, so not an overwhelming amount of products because frankly, nobody needs it. We may desire it, and maybe you don't because kids acquire so many things. So my intention is to share 5 quality items that are going to support your little one's development, and I hope that this gives you some inspo. Click around, see what else pops up if the items that I mentioned aren't quite it, but maybe they send you on a trail that brings you the product that lights you up. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Everything I mentioned is listed in the description box. I am wishing you and your family the happiest of holidays, and I will catch you in the very next video. Bye.